everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jacob's Gaming Weekend. Something I want to address before we continue on here, and as you can see, we're hitting the ground running. I haven't moved a bit. So, in between recordings, I normally like to check the videos to make sure that everything worked and things moved smoothly. You know, just to avoid issues like, say, when in the first session I ever did, there was a whole episode of Sly that didn't get recorded and I lost the footage and I don't know what happened to it. Or say the second episode of the Ratchet and Clank playthrough, the footage got corrupted somehow and things went astray. You know, I like to check and make sure that things are somewhat together. Something I noticed looking at the footage that I wasn't seeing on my TV, but most definitely see right now, after I've seen it. You see this? You see this here on the side of the screen? So that is the suck cannon gauge. And as you can see, if I change to the suck cannon, it moves to the position where it's supposed to be. Something about these ports, right? So I've been playing Sly 1 and I've been playing Ratchet and Clank 1. Both of which are games that were originally made and came out on the PlayStation 2. And they were in 4x3, 480, right? Now they've been remastered to 16x9, 720, I guess, is what we're running with here, right? Now, I don't know if any of you have seen Video Game Donkey. That's really, who hasn't seen Video Game Donkey? If you haven't watched his videos, go see them because they're amazing. But he did a video on HD remakes of games, and he was commenting on how...
Here I am playing Hitman 2 for the PS2, and, I think it went to HD.
I will admit, I think the Ratchet and Clank collection on PS3 is one of those ports where they didn't really remaster the game at all. They just upscaled it a bit, and that was it. And mind you, I like the original Ratchet and Clank. I like this game. So, I'm not complaining, right? I like this more than the PS4 version, which really diluted the quality of the game, right? Everyone else praised it, but I thought it really diluted the edge that made Ratchet and Clank so classic to me as a kid. So, I do prefer it over the actual remake, which did tweak some things. But I must say, I never realized as a kid, because I never saw it, and I didn't even notice until looking at the footage right now, that literally, if you change your weapon from the suck cannon, the counter just gets pushed to the side and stays there. Just out of earshot. Because if I was to put this back into its original 4x3 aspect ratio, like you would see here, obviously now you don't notice it. Because now suck cannon's off the camera, out of sight, out of mind, and if I put it back to where it's supposed to be, oh, there it is, now it's, in its correct orientation. Right? Or at least I believe so. But now, looking at it here, I'm seeing, oh, that's incorrect. That's not to be. So anyway, I just found that fascinating, and I thought that I should probably comment on it because the irritation that you would all probably have if I never spoke on it, you were probably looking at it throughout the entirety of the past episode and going, is he going to comment on the fact that the suck cannon counter is literally just sitting there doing nothing? And the truth is that I didn't even notice it, but there it is. And I can't unsee it. So now we get to do something awesome. We get to send Clank to explore outside the station. So now Ratchet's gone. And it's just Clank. Clank, everybody. And Clank's levels, his way of platforming is something completely different to Ratchet. Now, he can attack. He has the ability to punch, right? But he's not a fighter. And he's a tiny little robot bloke. So, he's not as dynamic a powerhouse as Ratchet is. So, he can take on small enemies, like the frog here. He can take on that, and he can still smash crates like that and that. Like, he can still do that. And even then, the crates he can use to his advantage as a platform to other places, right? But, that being said, he's got abilities that Ratchet could only dream of. And you'll be seeing those later on in this level. Can I comment actually on...
Then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
Almost like they're the same exact controls as the helipack. Can we comment on this thing that we see in games where you get to take control of the tiny character? For reference, I'm going to compare it to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, even though this is nothing at all like that. But I do enjoy it when platforming games, and this really only does happen in platformers, I get the impression, when you go through an action platform or something like that, and then they give you those moments like, here's the tiny sort of miniature break, and now we're going to change up the feel and dynamic of the game. It's not really a, slasher way through this sort of adventure now. Now, it's a little bit more tame, it's a little bit more... You can soak in the scenery. I mean, let's soak in the scenery here, folks. We're in space. There's a planet. There's probably another planet. There's what I'm assuming is a moon. There's some more. This is we're in a space station nebula, and we can just appreciate the scenery and just wander through it all happy and joyful and glitchy and just. It's nice. So, okay, here's what I was talking about before. I needed to save time before we got to this. So, these lovely creatures who, as you all know, I'm such a big fan of. Obviously, if Clank tried to go up against that thing, Clank is dead. He can't do it. He cannot, on his own, he cannot take on that giant behemoth dinosaur. But what he can do through the use of his antenna is if he needs to get a little bit extra muscle in.
You have just activated a Gadgetbot. To command a Gadgetbot, hold down the triangle button and select wait, follow, attack, or enter.
He's got these little robotic pals, a little bit like the Glove of Doom. But he can command them through telekinesis. His weapons are, he has his antenna, and he can command these characters to either wait, enter, attack, or follow. So we got this dinosaur in front of us, we're going to attack it. It becomes almost like a real-time strategy game. I mean, I'm not going to compare this to something like, say, the Battlefield series or whatever that is, or the Advance Wars or something like that. But, oh sorry, I cock-blocked you, Gadgetbot. I'm dreadfully sorry. I bet you really wanted to be a part of that, and you just weren't, and that's on me. Okay, there's one more of you somewhere. Because there's 3 of you here now. And, where's the other one? The other one, yep. Did I just not bring you along for the ride? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snub you. Okay. So follow along, children. Clank's gonna lead us to robot insurrection. So, I was always sad with this.
Use the enter command to make the Gadgetbots activate the bot device. The bot device will activate when the correct number of bots have entered it.
Yeah, so we've got these little buddies here, our little robot pals. They look not fantastic, but still, they helped us out. They got us through the dinosaur land, but now we must sacrifice them to the great portal beyond. So now, in there you go. That helps us get through. I was so sad by that as a kid, because I was like, oh no, I had to sacrifice my buddies to get through to the next part of the game. But then I guess they couldn't follow you throughout the entire adventure now, could they? Ooh, a little mischievous there, aren't you, Clank? Ooh. What secrets have you discovered here? on your journeys and travels.
The Gadgetron Hydro Displacer uses Insta-faucets and Insta-drains. Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
So, essentially, you gave me something that is not useful at all in this level. Well, that's understandable, because also, what the weapon you made available in this level was the Taunter, and that only has one use, and it's definitely not here.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
You're so dismissive of it, Ratchet, and yet it's going to be something that...
Your weapon on your quick select? Just pause and choose quick select from the menu.
Okay, that's actually fair to do. Let's look at what we were using quick select. We don't need the bomb glove at all. So I say let's replace that with the hydro displacer, right? Because now we've reached the point where for our quick select we've got too much here. We need to start moving things around. We're not going to be using the bomb glove for a while, and or ever really. So now that's where we're at. This is our selection of things. Maybe I'll replace the bomb glove with something. Well, actually, you know what? I don't need the Taunter right now. There's only going to be one time I need the Taunter. So let's put the bomb glove. Let's put the bomb glove back where it belongs. There. There. Alright, and then we'll put the hydro displacer there. Okay. So that's good strategy. Any more missions? Yeah, there's more to do. We got one more thing here. I did that, but I already knew, like, what is left. There's one more thing left here in this level.
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Blarg warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
That's nice. How much of a role are you playing in this Gadgetron? You kind of seem to already know the answers to everything. How much do you really know? Are you omnipresent? Are you by and large quick and sell? What's your deal, Gadgetron? You're kind of everywhere. You're a bit Wally with me right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, that's not opening, so here we go. Oh, hi there, buddy. Hey there. Why are you here, actually? If this is a decommissioned Blarg warship, why are you on it? Were you just waiting around to see what would happen? I guess so. Alright. Got a Glove of Doom ammo. What's up? Oh, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter what I do, they're everywhere. Okay. Whoa, did you see that? For a second there, they weren't even, like, climbing around. They were just sliding on the floor. Sometimes these ports are really buggy, and I have yet to really understand why that is. I would imagine it'd be easy, you know, just like, import the source code or whatever, but whatever. I guess it's not ever that simple. Alright. Okay, that's horrible aim on my part. Let's get this. And here, we got some blaster ammo. See, now the blaster stuff, like, now the ammo is coming useful because I'm using the weapons more often than the wrench. Alright. More of you. Why must there be more of you? I don't like you. I don't like you, lizard people. Oh god, the screams. It is straight up the sounds out of a horror movie. Yeah, so, useful technology aboard, huh? What useful technology have you found? I don't know. Press the big red shiny button, huh? You have a question mark there, which implies some unsureness about doing this. It's the quandary of the millennium, isn't it? Do we press the big red shiny button?
Now, whatever you do, don't touch that button.
Which button?
That one.
This one.
Oh no! Who could have foreseen?
For selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated.
Great.
Remove all personal belongings.
Oh, joyous day. Oh, and there's so many lizards here too. Oh, no. I don't like it. Alright, 30 seconds. Oh, bugger. Alright, you're taken care of. I couldn't. Let's get out of here! Boosh! And, I'm ready for the boom. Give me some booms! Boom! 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 Oh, you gotta love a good explosion, a good boom. Well, that's over with. Can't go back there. Alright. Da-da-da-da.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Quark will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days.
Oh my god.
Related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances.
Oh god.
Darla Gratch, Channel 2.
Oh no, it's gonna be like that one. Oh.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
She's fine.
You're so sure. You. I was. Did you see that? There's skateboard. You know, the Gen X tournament is in town. It doesn't matter that literally a reporter might have been killed on air. Oh, well, folks, it's about that time. We are going to be going to Blackwater City on planet Rilgar next episode. Until that time, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell to make sure you get notified when new videos come out. Smash that like button and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.